E.N.D here, day 2 for the spoilers of Aetherdrift. Leave me a comment which team you are likely to join to try and win the prestigious Aether Spark. I am totally in Goblin Rocketeers. They're crazy as shit. Anyway, let's start. And let's start with the most important cards, the mythic cards. Hazoret Godseeker for 1 and 1 red 5/3 with Indestructible and Haste. Start your engines. For 1 generic mana, tap. Target creature with power 2 or less can't be blocked this turn. Hazoret can't attack or block unless you have max speed. Ketramos the New Dawn for 1/1 white and 1 black 4/4 with Menace, Lifelink, Indestructible, can't attack or block unless there are 7 or more cards in exile. Whenever 1 or more cards are put into exile from graveyards and or the battlefield during your turn, you draw a card and you lose 1 life. Ideal for Ghost Vacuum. Sapsunen Luxa Embodied for 3/1 green and 1 blue 6/6 with Reach, Trample and Indestructible. Can't attack or block unless it has even number of counters on it. 0 is even. At the beginning of your first main phase, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Then if it has an odd number of counters on it, draw 2 cards. Veler's Flagship 4 and 3 white 7/7 with Flying, First Strike and Lifelink, Crew 4/3, Cycling X and 2 and 1 white. When you cycle this card, create X 1/1 colorless pilot creature tokens with this token saddles mounts and cruise vehicles as though its power were 2 or greater. Oil Dip Gearhawk for 2 blue and 2 black 4/4 with Lifelink Ward 1. Enters the battlefield, look at target player's hand. You may choose a card from it. If you do, that player discards that card and then draws a card. Firewood Gearhawk for 2 red and 2 green 7/7 with Vigilance and Menace. Enters the battlefield, other creatures you control get +2/+2 and gain Vigilance and Menace until end of turn. Damage can be prevented this turn. Bulwark Ox for 1 and 1 white 2/2. Whenever this creature attacks while saddled, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Sacrifice this creature. Creatures you control with counters on them gain hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. Saddle for 1. Repurposing Bay for 2 and 1 blue, Artifact 2, tap, sacrifice another artifact, search your library for an artifact card with mana value equal to 1 plus the sacrifice artifact mana value. Put that card on the battlefield, then shuffle, activate only as sorcery. Quok Feast for 1 and 1 black sorcery, choose target creature, planeswalker or vehicle, mill 2 cards, then destroy the chosen permanent if its mana value is less than or equal to the number of cards in your graveyard. Bloodgust, yes, Bloodgust will be reprinted in Aetherdrift for 2 black 2/1. This creature can't block. This creature has haste as long as an opponent has 10 or less life. Landfall, whenever an land you control enters the battlefield, you may return this card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Cryptcaller Chariot for 3 and 1 black 5/5 with Menace. Whenever you discard 1 or more cards, create that many tap to 2 black zombie creature tokens, Crew 4/2. Draconautics Engineer for 1 and 1 red 2/2. Exhaust for 1 red. Other creatures you control gain haste until end of turn. Put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Exhaust for 3 and 1 red. Create a 4/4 red dinosaur dragon creature token with Flying. Full Throttle 4 and 2 red sorcery. After this main phase, there are 2 additional combat phases. At the beginning of each combat this turn, untap all creatures that attacked this turn. Agonosaurus Rex for 3 and 2 green 8/8 with Trample, Cycling for 2 and 1 green. When you cycle this card, put 2 +1/+1 counters on up to 1 target creature or vehicle. It gains Trample and Indestructible until end of turn. Fearless Swashbuckler 1 and 1 blue and 1 red 3/3 with haste. Vehicles you control have haste. Whenever you attack, if a pirate and a vehicle attack this combat, draw 3 cards, then discard 2 cards. Samut the Driving Force 3/1 red 1 green and 1 white 4/5 First Strike, Vigilance and Haste. Start your engines. Other creatures you control get +X+0 where X is your speed. Non-creature spells you cast cost X less to cast where X is your speed. And don't forget that your max speed is 4. Voyager Glide Car for 1 white 2/3. Enters the battlefield, scry 1. Tap 3 other untapped creatures you control until end of turn. This vehicle becomes an artifact creature and gains Flying. Put a +1/+1 counter on it. Crew 4/1. Market Back Walker XX00 enters the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters on it. 4. Put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. When this creature dies, draw a card for each +1/+1 counter on it. The land cycle, the counterclockwise enemy color verges, 5 rare lands, each tap for a primary color. Additionally, each can tap for its counterclockwise enemy color, and noted in brackets if its controller controls a basic land type associated with either of those colors. Air Response Unit 2 and 1 white 3-3 Flying Vigilance Crew 1 Hull Drifter 3 and 2 blue 3-2 Flying enters the battlefield, draw 2 cards. Crew 3 Hour of Victory 2 and 1 black Enchantment Start Your Engines enters the battlefield, create a 2-2 black zombie creature token. Max speed for 1 and 1 black. Sacrifice this enchantment, search your library for a card, put it into your hand, then shuffle. Activate only as a sorcery. This is a story spotlight card, and it seems that Champions of Amonkhet will win the Aether Spark. Marauding Mako for 1 red 1-1. Whenever you discard 1 or more cards, put that many +1/+1 counters on this creature, cycling for 2 generic mana. Last but not least, special guest, Crow Mox. What a card! So that was the last card in this particular day 2 for the spoilers of Aetherdrift. Join me again tomorrow because we're going to have more and more spoilers regarding this Fast and Furious set. And as always, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more and more interesting videos about Magic the Gathering and the collectible world.